everyone. I know you all tuning in, probably riding in the rain, coming home from work. I just posted a YouTube video on my page regarding business credit, and I had to go live. I said a lot of people gonna just run right across that video and not even think about it, but then they want to get to know, how do I get business credit? So I'm going to give everybody a moment to tune in. I have a page of notes from a video I was just listening to. That's how awesome it is. You know, oftentimes people think you only write notes from a class that you're paying for and you're going to get a grade. Oh, Chef Aaron is outside in the rain. All right, I'm coming to notarize a form for him. Hey, Nikki. Y'all, I might have to get off for a second. I don't know. Hold on. Let me open this door. Oh! It's pouring down. When I walked outside, it was sunny. That's how long I've been sitting in my office. I'm getting ready to notarize a form for Chef Aaron. And he's outside waiting on the rain to slow down. So let me get all my stuff together. But in the meantime, what I wanted to do is I wanted to go live for just a second. It's a video on Facebook that I actually put on my page. I put the YouTube link on my page. It's called FICO Friday by Will Rountree. What is business credit? Anyone who owns a business, getting ready to own a business, thinking about owning a business, knows someone that owns a business, needs to view this video. I was actually at my desk working, just doing some typical, work. And listening to this video, I had to stop and start writing notes. Y'all, I have this much in notes, front and back. And I'm not getting graded for the class or nothing like that. It's not a class. It's just that when I find information that I think is awesome, I start writing notes because I need to know. Like this one right here. It was saying something that I didn't know. The number of employees when you're applying for business credit. Stop saying, he gave me a little tips. He's like, stop saying you're a business of one. Put down that you have 5 to 10 employees. That's something I didn't know. Hey, Bruce, Raphael, Yasmina, all that. I didn't know that. Put down 5 to 10 employees. They don't verify them, which they never do. And then the thing is, I have 5 to 10 employees, but never knew this, that I should put that down. Because you create like a less of a risk when they see that you have employees. When they think that you're a one-man operation, they don't think that you've grown enough. Hey, D, that you've grown enough to actually support the business credit that they're going to give you. That's like if I have, why would I loan you $10,000 and it's just you? You don't have any employees, so how you going to pay me back? That's the thought of it. The next thing they said is, do not put that your industry is in a high-risk industry. Like, let's just say, like retail, that's a highest risk industry. So if you're selling clothes, that's a high-risk industry when it comes to business credit. So what you do is you go on Google and you Google high-risk industries. And that's what I did. I just went in there and Googled it and it gave it to me. So when it gives you high-risk industries, make sure on your business application for credit, do not mark that you're in one of those industries. Like a high-risk industry, for example, e-commerce, retail, financial services, health and wellness, tobacco, gambling, legal services, travel, hospitality, software, adult entertainment, real estate, transportation. Those are just some examples. So if you're applying for business credit and you're a credit repair company, reword your company to something else. Say marketing, something. Because financial services is a high-risk industry. And you're less likely to get the business credit. On top of that, if you do get business credit with a high-risk industry, one thing he stated is your business credit has a cap on how far they will let it go. Because even if you start paying back on time and everything is beautiful, you're not going to let it go but so far. They're not going to let it go but so far as the credit rating, because you're in a high-risk industry. All of this is on this YouTube video. Let me show you all, which is on my page. I sit in my office and I watch stuff all day long. You see this one here that says FICO Friday with Will Rountree. What is business credit? Every Friday, he does a business credit seminar on YouTube. So if you're sitting at your desk and listening to music, or in your car listening to music, bump music. It's not going to teach you nothing. You need to start listening to things that's going to help you learn. And all of this is free. I call it YouTube University. And it's schooling me. And one thing he says, you want to make sure that you do have good personal credit. Thank you, D. So what you do is you work on your personal credit at the same time. Do not negate your personal credit, because your personal credit and your business credit combine with each other. Yes, it's Will Rountree. That's the channel. He's a black guy. He has a book called Credit is King, of which I did a book club on that particular book in February. Then but so many people show up. But then everybody want to start asking you questions when I did the free book club, but nobody wanted to read the book. I had about 6 people show up, and everybody that showed up was serious about it. And I can see the gains in everyone that showed up to that book club meeting. I had a financial specialist come out and talk at the book club meeting, but I only had about 5 or 6 people that actually came to the book club meeting. You know, everybody say they want to know stuff, but they don't do it. Oh, this week. Come on in. Hurry up. Sorry, I don't have no towels for y'all. Y'all, this Chef Aaron, I was actually on live. Sorry. No, it's this book, not book. Well, I did do a book on business credit, and I was in here watching something, and I posted it on my page, and it was just awesome. Hold on, y'all. Y'all could just see me. So, what I need to, okay. Oh, y'all typed it all up and protected it from the rain. Yeah. It's nice meeting you. Hey. Let me see. Do they have anywhere particular that they need me to stamp or anything? Or just, okay. So just stamp down here at the bottom. All right. Y'all want it anywhere else particular? Just, okay. Is it two copies? Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes you go to that food store and they'll tell you something else.
It's good. All right. There we go. There you go.
All right.
And it's just $10. That's all. Remember on what that was? $88. What movie was that on? Coming Through America when he cut the lock off.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank y'all very much. I am right here at any time you ever need me. And I would like to do you on Kitty Talk.
Okay.
One day when you get some time, like, normally I do it on Tuesday or Wednesday, but like, what's a good day for you? Like, what's your like slower days?
Monday now.
Monday?
Yeah, because I don't do meal prep thing anymore. Okay. So I'm just staying home dad, taking kids back before school.
Oh, what's a good time on Monday? Like this Monday. Look, I'm already just gonna book them on in.
Monday coming. Yeah. Huh? Okay. So anytime Monday.
Let's say.
Good time.
Let's say 12 o'clock. Yes, 12 o'clock. And I'll send you a reminder text too. Yeah. But 12 o'clock Monday. Hey y'all, look. I just got my Kitty Talk Tuesday guest, 12 o'clock Monday, Chef Aaron.
What, we gonna talk about anything?
We talk about anything. I don't have like a I don't have a script or nothing or questions. We just talk about life, what brought you to doing what you do, why you do it, or why you like it. You know, just all of that. And we just sit right here and just talk.
I know.
So that's easy.
I can talk about me all day.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't know nobody, you know yourself. Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
All right.
Hope y'all stay dry. I guess you gotta run between the raindrops. Oh, this just it's just the box. This was
we're trying to wait to slow down, but ain't like this.
You know what? I've been in here so long. When I went outside, the last time I went outside, it was sunny. Yeah. So I was sitting in here listening to this and writing notes, and I heard something beating up against the door.
Yeah. So we turned on I-10. You saw the cloud. I was like, okay.
I was like, what's that? I look out the window like, God, dog, where that come from?
That line weather, man.
Okay. Well, and it's the west side.
Yeah, the west side.
Thank y'all.
All right.
Very much. Y'all saw that. That's my Kitty Talk Tuesday guest. Hey, I got somebody. And y'all see my notary is not expensive. He needed me to notarize 2 papers, of which I have my prices on the website. It's on the website, my notary prices, and my notary prices are on my Facebook page. So to notarize that document was only $10 to notarize 2 documents that he needed done. Came in quick, gone about their business. So, there we go. Kitty office. Now, Chef Aaron will be my Kitty Talk Monday guest. So, 12 o'clock Monday. Write it down. Monday. Oh, no. Monday's Labor Day. I'll call him back. I forgot. That's why they're out of school. Oh, y'all, I might have to move that around. Pooey. I'll move it to Monday. I'm going to move it to the next Monday, which will be 9, 7, 8, 9. 9, 9. I'm going to move it. I just realized that's Labor Day. So a lot of people off. That's why they was all off. But anyway, what I was doing. Business credit. So I was on number 5. Make sure that your personal credit is up to par also. So work on your personal credit. I've had a few people come to me and we were just talking. I'm not a credit guru. And they were saying that their personal credit is basically in shambles. And so they were trying to get business credit. But what they have to do is you have to fix your personal credit while you're working on your business credit. Because sometimes some companies will ask you to guarantee it with your personal credit. And if your personal credit is in the dumpster, they're not going to give you the business credit. So you kind of messed up there. So pull your personal credit and work on that. And often I find a lot of people are scared of credit. They don't realize that if you utilize your business credit, you utilize credit, credit gives you leverage. You may need it, you may not need it, but just in case it's there. And I know with me, my business credit helps me out with my cash flow. Because let's just say, for instance, I have a cleaning service. So we use gas all the time. I have 3 vehicles. Well, really 4. I forgot about 4 vehicles. God no. So I have 4 vehicles floating around town all day long. If I use my personal cash to put gas in each car, that messes up my cash flow. So what I did was I have a gas card with BP that's strictly under my tax ID number. So when I go to purchase my home, my gas card does not show up on my credit because it's under my tax ID number. Because technically I'm like 2 people. I'm Kitty's Custom Cleaning and I'm Nikita Wiley. So my business debt does not show up under my personal debt. And what that does is that's a net 30-day account. So I have to pay it every 30 days. But that clears up my cash flow. Because sometimes, when you work for yourself, your cash flow is up and down. But that keeps me from saying, hey, it might be a week where my cash flow is down and I need gas for all 4 vehicles. So what I do is I take we use the BP gas cards, fill up the vehicles that way, and then I pay them off once a month. So the BP gas card technically is due on the 16th of every month, but I pay it off on the 1st, which is early. And I try to pay off all my business accounts early in the month. Come to find out, that's a good thing, a good habit. I didn't even know it. I was listening to Will Rountree said, with your business credit, he said try to pay it way before the due date. So what you do is, like, my account is a net 30 account and it's due on the 16th of the month. I always pay it on the 1st. And I try to pay everything close to the 1st of the month, just because a lot of times when you have businesses, you get paid once a month, which is towards the 1st or the 31st, one or the other. Same thing, really. But when it comes down to your Dun & Bradstreet and your credit scores and all of that, that gives you a higher ranking, gives you a higher credit score with the businesses when you pay your business credit early. Now, your personal credit, you should pay it early too, but at least your personal credit, they usually give you a little grace period before they mark it off on your credit report. So with my personal credit, I try to, at least with my credit cards, pay them 2 or 3 days ahead. Because with your personal credit, what I found is right after, like, if your personal credit, let's just say you have a card that's due on the 2nd of the month. After the 2nd, they report that balance. So you get the higher balance. If it's a credit card, you get the higher balance reported on your credit report. But what you do, the trick to the game is to try to pay your personal credit ahead, like 1 or 2 days, 2 or 3 days, I say, ahead, so that that lower balance gets reported on your credit report. Now, you know your credit report is immediately. Your business credit, you can't even pull that, but you just know that try to pay your business credit well in advance. Your personal credit, try to pay it in advance for the simple fact that you get that lower balance on your credit report reported, which makes sure, you know, your credit, with all those different factors, that's one of the things, your balances. So try to get the lower balance reported on your credit report. But you can do that like 1 or 2 days ahead of time, before the due date, because it's really reported right after the due date. So if it's due on the 1st, they report it to the agency basically like on the 2nd. You technically not late to 30 days later. So if it's due on the 1st and you pay it on the 15th, you're still fine. But that higher balance is reported on your credit report. And you just in case something happens, you might end up scrambling trying to make it before it's actually counted as a 30-day late. So don't even put yourself in that position. Just thoughts of where I've been and what I done did before. Just saying. But with your business credit, try to pay it well in advance. That's just something I just learned. Now, I knew about the personal credit because Will Rountree book, the one told me about the personal credit. Try to pay it like 1 or 2 days ahead of time so that you get the lower balance reported on your credit report. So let's just say you have a credit card. Personal credit. Credit card. It's $1,000. Always try to stay 30%. Your balance, try to keep your balance at 30% or below. So 1,000 times 30%, $300. So try to utilize $300. But let's just say something happened and you had to take that balance up to $400. If you at least pay $100 or a little more before the due date, the $300 balance will get reported and you'll still be at 30%, which helps you out a lot. At least try to get it back down to the 30%. Some people say 33, some people say 30. I just say 30 because it's a little, it gives me a little wiggle room just in case one is right above the other one. I don't know. I don't know if the 33 or if it's 30. So I just do 30 to play it safe. Anyway, but if you pay it before the due date and you take it back down to 300, at least you in your 30% range and your credit score is better off for it. Not just my thoughts, but that's just real talk. But anyway, this is stuff that's out here in books. My Credit is King book by Will Rountree, the one who I'm talking about on YouTube. I gave that book to somebody because that book was so informative to me. It really, really was. I wrote all in it, but the person started reading. I was like, here, you can have it. This is an awesome book. But he does FICO Friday on YouTube every single Friday. Today is Tuesday and I'm just sitting down and doing a bunch of paperwork, and I always listen to YouTube videos, podcasts, anything that will help me, help my business, help me personally. Thank you, Craig. Craig said facts. That's true. Help me out personally. So when I'm in my office working, no, I don't have on Power. No, I don't have on Orange and New Black. No, I'm not just listening to Cardi B. I do, that's all, that's in my off time. But I consider from 8 to 5 my learning time. And I take that time, that's my work time and my learning time. So that's what? At least 8 or 9 hours a day that I commit to self-improvement, business improvement. So when you see me in the afternoons or you see me on the weekend listening to my Cardi B or watching Power, at least know that I've already given 40 hours a week to self-improvement. And possibly more, because that's not even including the time that I go work out. Because that's another hour or 2 to self-improvement. So just know that my day consists of 8 to 10 hours of working on Kitty. Because if I work on Kitty, that means the business is going to grow. That means the people, I always make my payroll. That means that my other business is growing. That means that that's a lot of information I can teach to my kids. That means that that's a lot of information I can teach to my granddaughter. I was sitting up here writing down the stuff, and I said, you know what? My granddaughter is going to be a business genius with all of this information I'm learning. My daughter's already taking it and getting that information, that knowledge. But on her end, she gonna just, it's gonna be second nature. The everything that we're gonna just be talking about, that we talk about just sitting around her, she's gonna be getting it. And I mean, she's gonna already know, because we sit now, and on Sundays, sorry y'all, we usually have like a family meeting, or at least a family group text or chat. And we sit around and we talk about business credit, setting up a family bank account, personal credit, all of this stuff. And my granddaughter is around just listening to it. So for her, that's going to be second nature. So imagine all of this stuff that we're taking in as a family going to be passed on to those generations, to the next generation. That Watley name going to be something serious, baby. It already is. And I always think of it as, I'm the CEO of my last name. And if I'm the CEO, I want my business to be great. So I devote 8 to 10 hours a day to my business and myself. So that when I do get off and I'm like, okay, when I'm off work, I'm doing me, I can fully do me without the guilt of not having working on myself. And a lot of people don't feel guilty about not working on themselves. They just do themselves for, they work for somebody else or just whatever for 10 hours, for 10 hours a day. Then they go home and they're like, okay, I'm off. And they don't feel guilty for not having read a book, listened to a podcast, went to the gym, for not working on themselves. They don't feel that guilt, but I do. I feel like crap when I do that. But anyway, next thing, number 6 I wrote down. He said, make sure you have a business entity set up, not just an EIN. You know, you can go online and get your employee identification number, but you literally need all of it set up right. You need to go and file with the state and get the LLC connected all with the EIN, with your tax ID number or employee identification number, whichever one you want to call it. Get it all mixed in there together. If you can't figure it out, because I'm telling y'all, it is work, and it'll turn into work. So what I did was I paid my CPA to do it. That's what he went to school for. I'm not trying to be so cheap that I'm doing it all my damn self instead of paying somebody else who went to school for it and will do it correctly. So that's another thing we have to delegate. I delegated that to him, gave him the money to do my tax ID number, my LLC, make sure everything is structured right, because that's what he went to school for. And if I want my business to run right, I need somebody that know what they're doing versus somebody who look on the internet. I could look on the internet and kind of figure it out, but that time I'm trying to figure it out and trying to save my money from spending on him, I'm losing money in the business side, because I could be working in Kitty's Custom Cleaning, Kitty's Custom Cuts, Kitty's Notary Service. I could be working in my business, literally making money, and that money that I gave him is nothing when I'm making my own money, because I done made enough money to pay him and do all this other stuff with. Let's just, sometimes we can't be so cheap. Like, I could do that myself. I could do this myself. It's a lot of things I can do myself, but my time is valuable and my time is money. So get you a good CPA, because a lot of people going to tell you on the street, oh, I can get you an EIN. I can do that for you. I can do it myself, but that don't mean it's going to be done and set up right. So when you cut corners on your business, you really cutting corners on your business. That's why most businesses don't last but 3 to 5 years. And next year I will be celebrating year 5. I will be doing something big. I promise you all. I think I'm going to do like a big event where everybody dresses up like wearing all black, event with a guest speaker, that type of stuff. Something really, really nice. Something that I normally don't do. Because I can cook some crabs and cut on the music, and I'm fine. That's just me. But I think for my 5 year, I'm going to do something really, really nice. Craig's so sweet. Okay. What else did I write down on here? Now, y'all, this is me writing down like I'm in school, like somebody gonna grade this. Nobody is, but this stuff makes me great. Oh, the next thing I wrote down is pay your business credit before the due date. It increases your scores. That's something I already discussed. And I actually take and write down stuff on my board. Let me see, can you all see that? Turn around. There's some other stuff on the board too. But I take and write down things on this board right here, you all. That's about a tip that they got. Business Credit. One of them is our client, Grace Church. Make sure we empty the trash and make sure all downstairs glass doors are done. This is my other stuff on here that I have written down about my 3 pillars of wealth. I keep this stuff up in my office and I see it every day. Your 3 pillars of wealth: stock, bond investing, real estate, entrepreneurship. I call it, they say, keep your poise. Be a producer, owner, investor, saver, entrepreneur. It's a bunch of stuff I just have wrote down that I just keep within eyesight. You know, that kind of stuff. Whatever you want, you keep it within eyesight. And that's the stuff I want. Invest in stocks and bonds, or invest in somebody's company. Get your real estate. That's something I'm going to be going into pretty soon. I really am. I just got a lot going on with that. But just know that's something I'll be going into. Get you some real estate to start paying. Have the real estate paying your bills for you. Just thoughts. And being an entrepreneur, of course. But anyway, number 8. One thing you can do, if your credit is kind of shaky, think about it. Or if it's not that kind of shaky, but you got somebody who you good with. Like you got a brother, sister, mama, daddy, somebody who has good credit. You can have them as a credit partner to leverage your business credit. Add them onto your business, like add them onto your LLC or whatever. Talk to the CPA on how to do that. But add them on. And then when you go apply for credit, use both of y'all. Both of you two. Now you have a credit partner, which helps you out. Often with black people, what we lack is a credit partner. Because nobody wants to use their credit. They just want to take good credit to the grave with them and not use it. Good credit ain't nothing if you're not doing nothing with it. Just to say I have good credit, but you're scared to use it, you might as well have bad credit or no credit. But you got so many people who think they have good credit, but they scared to use it, and they never grow. Their businesses never grow. Their personal life never grow because they don't utilize credit. They don't realize that credit is a game, and if you do it, utilize it right. Oh my God, the sky is the limit. But it's a game. But a lot of people are so scared to play the game that they just rather stay safe and stay in that little box. That's what so many people are. They get that one house and they just stay right there, never realizing you can get that house and then gain equity on it, sell it, use that equity to buy something else. Now that grows. Use your credit. Don't abuse your credit. There you go. Don't get credit cards and go buy bull crap with it. You got your credit cards, but you bought clothes with it. So now you bought something that has zero value on credit, money that you borrowing. Versus if you use your credit to help grow your business. So now if you use your credit to help grow your business, you making money off of some money that somebody lets you borrow. That's some real talk. D-Boy said, I just downloaded the audiobook because I've been slacking. These winter months are for starting something that will change my life. It is. And the audiobook of Credit is King is like $5. If it's $5 still. If y'all go to Audible, Audible is an Amazon app. What time is it? Make sure I don't be late to the gym because he'll be on my behind. Okay. Audible is an Amazon app, and I listen to all kind of books on Audible. Like today, I was listening to my Marcus Garvey again. So before I pulled up YouTube, I was like, let me finish up and start listening to this Marcus Garvey. So while I was in here working, I'm listening to Marcus Garvey. Y'all, that Marcus Garvey is awesome. He had this list of rules that he came up that if we had these rules to this day, black people would be great. But a lot of times we don't want to read a book and we don't want to listen to one either. We just rather stay in our empty ass bubble and just stay stupid. I hate to say it so mean, but it's just the damn truth. I'm sorry. It's easier to just stay stupid or stay where you thought was awesome until you find out what awesome really is, and you be like, damn, I really ain't doing nothing. That's just the truth, y'all. But anyway, another thing you can do is if you get somebody with some good credit, is ask them to help you utilize their credit. I mean, you utilize their credit scores to help you with your business. Like, for instance, I'm going to tell y'all something that me and my family are actually going to start doing on the 6th of the month. We was going to do it on the 2nd when everybody was off. Not realizing the 2nd is Monday and it's Labor Day. That's why everybody was off, so the banks closed. So, me, my 3 siblings, me, my brother, me, Dietrich, Tracy, Dion, my 2 daughters, Dominique and Mo, D said, we did great with him until we went back to Africa and treated them like white folks treated us. Exactly. So that's something we have to remember, because a lot of times black people have inferiority complexes. So when we have an inferiority complex, we want to treat somebody like crap. Because we get treated like crap so much, we waiting on the day we can treat somebody else like crap. And that's why a lot of black people go and buy shit that they really don't need and can't afford, because they want to feel better than the next man. Real talk. But anyway, what me and my family are going to do is we're going to go and open up a bank account. Eventually we're going to change it to like a trust account. But right now we just got to start. So we're going to open up a bank account on Friday the 6th when everybody comes to town. Because my daughter works out of town. When everybody comes to town. And every month, everybody is going to be required to put XYZ into the account. And we're going to do it every month. It's a bank account. It's a bank that all of us bank with. And we're just going to just make an easy transfer into the account. We have all agreed on the amount and all agreed on working on setting that up that way. And then we're going to let it grow. And then what we're going to do is, once we get to a certain point, one person, they can take it out, take something out, and start a business with it. When they start a business with it, they're still going to pay back. They're still going to pay their normal amount plus pay back on the amount that we all have agreed on to pay back what they took out. So what they took out will be replaced and they'll still be continuing. And we're just going to let it keep growing that way. Just keep growing, keep growing, keep growing. Eventually start doing more with it. You know what I mean? And it's just something, it's some more details in there, but I'm not just going to give it all out because we're still working out the details. And I have people coming back, well, kid, if you do this, then that. And then now that ain't going to work as this. I'm not giving all that because I don't have time for all that shit right now. So, but that's just something that we're going to do. And we've all decided on it. My daughter will be back and we're going to open up that joint bank account and everybody is going to contribute. Me, Dietrich, Tracy, Dion, Dominique, and Monique. Every month we're all going to put XYZ into there. Everybody going to put the same amount. Just put it in there. Nobody can pull it out without nobody's permission, and ain't nobody going to pull it out. You know what I mean? We're just going to leave it like that. We're going to take the debit card that comes with it and put it up. Then once we get to a certain point, somebody can take it out and they can start their LLC. We'll keep it going. Then we're going to get everybody to start get a secure credit card. In the LLC name, in the EIN, under the EIN, so they can start growing business credit. Then eventually everybody will have their own LLC and their own business credit. And they'll have to utilize personal credit. And we would have all helped each other. There's some more to that, but I'm just saying that's just the gist of it. Everybody helping everybody. Find some family members or a group of friends that you can do that with. That will help everybody. And instead of, okay, we all can get together once a month and go spend money and go out to eat. When we do that, we shit out the food. It's going to be gone in 2 hours. And then we would have made somebody else rich. You know, by all of us going and spending, let's say we all go spend $40 a month eating dinner. So we all done went and made Maggiano some money. Instead, know what we do? We have our family dinners and we put our money into the bank account. And we do it that way. Creating something for our family. We have to start somewhere. And if we keep that going, not if, I'm going to make sure we do. We're going to keep that going. It's going to be second nature for my granddaughter, Camille, my niece and nephew, Joel and Malia. Business is going to be second nature for them. And if we start this now, they're 2, 3, and 4 years old. The 3 that we have right now. 2, 3, and 4. So imagine when they get 18, 19, They may not even have to go to college like that. Because what people trying to get out of college, they already know. And let's say we start them at LLC at 16, 15. And they start learning how to be a salesperson. Learning how businesses work. Learning sole proprietorship versus LLC versus corporation. Learning partnerships. Learning all of this stuff. It's second nature to them. So instead of them spending money to go to college and try to get a job from somebody else, they can do their own thing. And we will have had so many years experience on it that we lead them exactly where they need to go. And they don't even have to start from scratch because we'll already have family businesses in our name. You're looking at 6 family businesses that would have all started between 2019 and hopefully 2020. So 18 years down the road, imagine we keep that up, what we can do, and how my granddaughter and my nieces and nephews, and then keep the kids down to a minimum. We can't have no whole bunch of kids, of which we're not trying to. So let's just say, like right now, my brother has 2. They're 4 years old and 2 years old. My daughter has 1. She's 3. My sister and my 2 sisters and my oldest daughter have none. So let's just say each one of them have one. We keep that down to a minimum. We have resources to do all of these different things with these 6 kids. We'll have the resources. But because everybody now is an adult and they in a certain mind frame, they're not going to have no whole bunch of kids. Like my daughter, 27, she don't have none. My sister's 38 and the other one is 35. So that lets you know if they do, they're going to have like 1, maybe 2. That's it. My brother's 41. He has 2. So I'm 44, almost 45. I have 2 and they're grown. I damn sure ain't have no more. My tube's tied. So we know for a fact that from the business setup of the family, we're not going to have all them damn kids like that anyway. So we have the resources and the time to pass and sit with them and hone them. It ain't like a million of them where we ain't got time to give it to each one of them. We got the time. You know what I mean? It's just thoughts. Sometimes I tell people, you make up your peace. That's my thing on Sunday. I make up my peace. And if I know what I'm doing not going to put me in peace, I need to be smarter at it and just stop right quick. But I'm back. Let me get back to where I am because I'm going on to a Kitty Talk After Dark, which I'm going to start Kitty Talk After Dark. This is going to be in October or November. And that's going to be grown folks talk. And it's not going to be on this page. It's going to be on my Kitty Lee page. Some people ready. Some people won't be ready. But either way, it's coming on. I'm just letting you know it's going to be real grown folk talk. It's going to be my other side. So be prepared. Put on your big girl, your big boy drawers. I'm just letting you know. It's going to be uncensored and I'm going to give it to you like I want to. And if you don't like it, just delete me. It'll be okay. I don't take offense. I don't want anyone to be and listen to something that they do not like. Because I damn sure won't. If I don't like it, I just be like, alright. That's cool. I agree to disagree and I just don't like it. It's not my cup of tea. But I want each of you, go to my page. Click on that YouTube video with Will Rountree. If you have a business, if you want to have a business, whatever. That business credit video is awesome. I'm writing this down and I'm keeping all of this, y'all. All is going to be kept. So the next time I go to apply for business credit, another credit line, they're going to say how many employees I got. I'm at least say 5 to 10. And how many I got now? Dietrich, Dion, Toya, Sandra, Kiera, Brittany, Mary. I got 7 right now. Damn, Kiki. Okay. Whoa. You know, you don't think about what you have until you actually think about it. I'm like, dang. That's 7 payrolls that I meet every single week. I got to be on top of my shit to do that. Y'all, that'd be difficult. So I'm imagining, I'm preparing myself for when I get 20 and 30. But that means I have to learn and be the best I can be so that they paychecks don't bounce and they can feed their family. So that's depending all on me. I don't have no business partners. I don't have no super loans out there, and I ain't going home no husband with no second income. No, it's just me. So that's why I do what I do. And I used to didn't do this. Believe me, when I was working at the bank, I used to sit at my desk and work, and I have Orange Is the New Black playing at my desk. I wasn't listening to no dang on books. It wasn't until I started saying, okay, I got to do something different. And I took this Marketing Matters class at the Women's Business Center at the Chamber of Commerce. It was in 2017, early, like January, February 2017. That let me know I needed to start reading and learning. And they had a book out there that they wanted us to read. It was called The Brand Call You. I still remember. Now, I done been through about 80, 90 books now. I got them all on my Audible. And that's not including the ones that I literally read. So, I still remember my first two. It was The Brand Call You by Steve Montoya. A lot of these books I do not remember the name, the author, but I remember these two. And the second one was The Power of Broke by Damon. Y'all know Damon. What's the guy Damon? He the one of FUBU. I can't even remember. Not Damon Dash. Do not think that either. By Damon Johns. Those were the first two that I ever listened to. The first one was The Brand Called You. The Brand Called You. Kitty. I am the brand. Just remember that. The brand called you. You are your brand. And you don't see me without my brand. Kitty, 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 everywhere. Kitty. I believe in this shit. But the first one was The Brand Called You. Steve Montoya. That is on Audible, D. I'm letting you know. That book is awesome. Go find that book. The Brand Called You. The outside of it is red. And I think it's yellow and white. I'm listening to that after I finish $1 Million Women. You know I listened to that one too. Only thing about $1 Million Women, I got a little bored. It was good, but I got a little bored. So I never finished it all the way to the end, but I did listen to it. But it kind of bored me a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you though. I tell you the truth. I'll tell you if I listened to the book and it was kind of like, oh yes. And some I was like, ah. But $1 Million Women, towards the middle to the back, I got a little bored. At the beginning it was good. I still remember listening to $1 Million Women at Million Island. I was cleaning a house and I just remember that one. I took your read list. Oh! I told you, $1 Million Women is a bit boring. So stop listening to it. You can go back. Remember those books you can always go back to. But go and get The Brand Called You. That's the beginning of any business. Go get that one. The Brand Called You. Pull that one up on your Audible list. That one you will not get bored. It's going to be sections about like bigger businesses and you're like, okay, but it's going to take you all the way to picking your company colors, picking your company logo, how you brand yourself. You know, everything, I promise you. So stop $1 Million Women. Just keep it. It ain't going nowhere. And go get The Brand Called You. Also, Damon Johns, The Power of Broke. How being broke works in your favor when you're a small business. That's an awesome one too. I would do The Brand Called You and then The Power of Broke. Them two right there, take you to the next level. Real quick, real easy. D said, yes, she's a bit boring. Yep, she is. D said, true, I have The Brand Called You purchased and queues up. Yes, just stop the $1 Million Women. Because you're going to be a $1 Million Women. So that'll hold off for a minute. Go to The Brand Called You. And D said, oh, for real? Yes. Go. Just hold off on $1 Million. Go pick up The Brand Called You. And add Damon Johns, The Power of Broke to your wish list. Once you listen to The Brand Called You, go to Damon Johns. Now, I'll be honest with you. The Brand Called You, I go back to that book every 6 months or so. And listen to that one. Because people don't realize, like it teaches you this. It's branding, marketing, then sales. Often people try to do sales, they ain't branding themselves, and they don't have no marketing. Why would you go buy something that you don't even know what it is? That's like buying some no-name brand shoes and going out there trying to pay against LeBron. It's no-name brand. It ain't branded, it ain't marketed, and you trying to sell it. So the brand call you teaches you the order. Brand yourself. The brand call you teaches you to brand yourself. Find your brand. Brand you. I know every time somebody see this now, they think of me. Whenever you see this, what do you think of? You can see the arches of McDonald's and you automatically know what it is. So you brand yourself. Then you start marketing. That's going to start the sales right there. Just don't go straight sales. You trying to sell something that nobody don't know what the hell it is. Like, so you trying to sell me these tennis shoes. I don't know how good these tennis shoes are. They ain't they're not branded. You did no marketing. You ain't walked around in a shirt. You didn't went to no expos. You didn't go to no church service. You know, marketing is anything. Talk to people. Just start marketing, and when the people start asking you, when you do them too, the sales just gonna start. But don't be going to sell, trying to sell nothing. Nobody don't know what that is. That's real talk. But that's in the brand call you. That's why they put it on the list for us to read in it was called Marketing Matters was the class at the Women's Business Center of the Chamber of Commerce in downtown Jacksonville. Y'all know that building. It's sitting right there at the bottom of the Main Street Bridge. If you run off the bridge, you're going to go through the windows. But they told me the brand call you. I told them about the power of broke. And then when I looked at the next class the lady did, the lady emailed me. So it was 6 weeks course. So we did it. And in the next 6-week course, which was, I was done. She sent me an email and said, Nikita, I added the power of broke to our list for people to read because I found that book awesome. Thank you for recommending it. And that gives a black author some chance. So now this black author gonna get out there to people that's not in his race. Boom. And he's on Shark Tank too. But that's just something I wanted to talk about. Y'all, I'm getting ready to go and work out. This class gonna be an hour and a half. I know it. It's supposed to be from 6:30 to 7:30. But I bet you we don't get out of there about 8:10. And it's raining. I bet you. But it's been working, so I ain't gonna complain. Yeah, he a tyrant. Yeah, he's mean. He's not really mean. He just gets the weight off you. If you want it off you, come to class with me. If you want it to stand on you, don't come. It's up to you. Change your eating habits and come to that class. I promise you, it'll make a difference for you. But anyway, I will see you all later. I know this is turned around backwards, but I love this sign. I'm going to get some more made for Kitty's Custom Cleaning, for Kitty's Notary Service, and I may get one made for Kitty Talk after dark. But I'll do all this overtime, so don't be looking for this stuff tomorrow. All right, y'all. Love you. Mwah.